Okay, welcome back. It's your preview of Lucas Oil Pro Motocross for 2014. Jason Wygant, Steve Matthes in the Pulp MX studios. I really don't want to plug your show any longer, so we won't be saying that any longer.
I know it looks like in here that the world stopped around 1993 with the memorabilia and the things, but it didn't.
That's just your CD collection.
Yeah, it kept going.
Okay, so we know Ryan Villopoto is out. He's always option A. Once Villopoto is out, we've seen this play in before. We've seen this movie before. We've read the script before. Ryan Dunge immediately starts taking control of the championships. He's done this time in and time out. So is Dunge the prohibitive favorite going into 2014? That's what we've got to figure out. When Villopoto has been out in the past, Dunge has rolled. But there's a significant change this year. A lot of riders who have not been there full-time to challenge Dunge will be back. Chad Reed did not race in 2012. Dunge last won this title. He's back and healthy for the full series. Trey Kennard, same thing in 2012. Now he's back for the whole thing. Barsha, second year, should be improved. We got two rookies with Ken Roxon, Eli Tomac. And you cannot forget about James Stewart. And I guess one other thing is that we always assume that Ryan Dunge will always be at the same level Ryan Dunge always is. We've come to believe you can count on death, taxes, and Ryan Dunge. Will one of these years be the year you can no longer count on Dunge to be Dunge?
Well, eventually one of the years will be.
It has to be.
But 2014 will not.
You don't think so?
No. Ryan Dunge is the diesel.
Yep.
He is the Dunginator. Mm-hmm. He does not stop.
Yep.
He does not care. He has no emotions. He has no feelings. He is just the Dunginator.
Mm-hmm.
All he does is win races, go fast. He's in great shape.
Yep.
Team is good.
Yep.
I put him as a slight favorite to win this title with no Villopoto. It's going to be interesting to see. When we last saw James Stewart, he was in the Outdoor Nationals. Ryan Dunge was leaving him in the dust.
Yeah.
But there's no doubt this year in Supercross, James has surpassed Ryan Dunge at the races.
Yep.
Won more races. I know he finished third in the points to Dunge's second, but there's no doubt.
Fourth. Roxon even stuck in there in the end, believe it or not.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so.
But when they were going head-to-head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they're going head-to-head on the Outdoor Nationals, I am interested to see, has James caught up to Dunge? Not only caught up to Dunge from last year, has he surpassed him? That's a question mark for me. There's no doubt, though, that Ryan Dunge, James is a little unpredictable. There's no doubt that Ryan Dunge, don't forget last year. Yeah, Villopoto, rode to a good title, rode to an easy title, but the DNF at Red Butt, Ryan Dunge, that's all it took. Couldn't start the bike, and he was immediately lost some points right there.
Right.
Yeah, he is what he is. He's strong, he's fast, he's fit, his bike's good. He's a great rider, and so I see him doing a lot. I see him doing a lot of damage outdoors. I think he's a better outdoor rider than indoor rider, slightly, again.
Yeah.
He's not going to thrill you with his quotes after the race or anything like that.
Or his crazy whips or anything like that.
Yeah, but he is just a winning machine. And so, yeah, interesting to see. Has Stewart passed him? But we'll talk more about Stewart later. In regards to Dunge, not this year, Weege. No slippage.
Well, that's what it comes down to. And you even had David Villeman on your show a couple of days ago, and his analysis says he thinks that the slippage is coming. He thinks the slippage is coming for Dunge. And I wonder this. 2008 through now, Dunge has raced every national. We know he's a fanatical trainer. We know he leaves no stone unturned. That is a lot of work. That's a lot of grind. A lot of riders who have been big-time trainers like that in the past, they ended up leaving the sport fairly young. There doesn't appear to be any hitch in the step of Dunge at all. But that is a grind, and you never hear Dunge complain about it. You never see weakness from Dunge. You just have to wonder if one of those years will be the year where finally he decides, man, this is a lot of friggin' work.
Well, I think with I think if Villopoto was there, maybe he does sort of settle back a little bit and realize, look, I'm going to just do the best I can.
Yeah.
Villopoto's absence makes everyone step up. This title is staring Ryan Dunge in the face. He knows that there was only one guy faster than him last year, and now that guy is gone. I do like Dunge. He's working a little bit with trainer Rob Beans this year, but generally speaking, he doesn't have a trainer holding his water bottle, following him around, a big presence in the pits.
No, Beams barely goes to the races. It's more during the week.
Yeah, and there's nothing against the trainers that do that. That's fine.
Yep.
But I like Dunge. He seems like he's grinding away in Tallahassee, not needing a whole bunch of attention. I've always liked that about Dunge. And you know what else I like about Dunge? When his bike is broken in the past, he pushes it off himself.
You're overly sensitive to the mechanics.
Well,
you're biased
as
towards
a former
the mechanics.
mechanic, that's one thing I like about Ryan Dunge. He pushes his bike off.
Now, this is what Dunge is hoping to avoid. This is the conversation that Dunge is trying to avoid inside the Red Bull KTM hauler. We've actually gone into the future, found when Dunge finally does lose it, and here's a conversation with he and Roger DeCoster. I'm going to show you this clip here.
I worry that this kid is what you used to be. He's hungry.
I can still kick ass.
But you don't. No, sir. You do not. You haven't placed consistently all season. You're slipping like a young girl in her first pair of heels. Now, you don't have to be a financial wizard to see we are in bad financial shape. You lose this race, you might as well think about retirement. Get out. Get out.
I cannot believe those nimrods. First, they forget the pepperoni on the pizza. Second of all...
Shut up!
Okay, so that's what it could look like for Ryan Dunge if DeCoster is chewing him out, if these kids finally get to him, slipping like a young girl in his first pair of heels. So we'll see if Dunge can hang in there. That's really the question.
Boy, you love that movie.
Man, it's a gift that keeps on giving. Yeah. Let's let one other person weigh in on this. What about we bring in our boy JT again?
Yeah, let's do that. You know, the last Supercross preview show, it was a big hit.
Yeah.
It was a big hit. We had to turn the comments off, people. That's what a big hit it was.
I don't know if that means it was a hit.
Oh, okay.
Mixed reviews. Let's send it to our buddy Jason Thomas out there in Boise, Idaho. And here is the question for you, JT. You raced a long time yourself, 17 years as a professional. You're around a lot of riders who have also raced for a long time. How long can Dunge keep up this pace, this kind of hard work, this kind of training, this kind of nose to the grindstone thing before maybe one of the years the motivation starts to go away? Could this be the year, or is Dunge programmed to just keep on doing it seemingly forever? What do you think, JT?
I think Dunge will be fine this year. I know he's been going at this for quite a few years in a row, and consistency has kind of been his thing. I think he'll have a lot of longevity in this sport. He goes about it the right way. Obviously, one thing, he doesn't eat pizza like Bad Billy was about to do. He has a way better bike than a Team Hurricane bike, and that guy's manager sucks, so I'm sure he has a lot better guidance than Bad Billy Robinson was getting. No, I'm not really concerned with Dunge. I think he's got a solid program. He's proven already that he can be the guy, especially if we are missing Ryan Villopoto, as it's going to look. So I look for him to be at the front. I've been saying all along that if you take Ryan Villopoto out of the picture, that Ryan Dunge is your clear-cut favorite. And if we punch those numbers into a computer, I think it would be an overwhelming favorite. So I look for him to be at the front, and if he's the champion at the end of this thing, wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, that's JT's take on the Dunge. That's our take on the Dunge. If you plugged the data into the computer, it would say this is obvious. Ryan Dunge has raced these guys before. He's beat these guys before. There's nothing to worry about. But change is a constant in this sport.
It is the Red Bull Nationals.
Yep.
Wygant. Monster guy won the Supercross.
Yep.
It's the Red Bull Nationals.
Are you just saying it's rigged? What do you think, it's scripted?
Just leave it at that, people.
Wow. Unbelievable conspiracy theories.
Leave it at that.
We're going to leave it at that. We'll see you in our next show. We're going to break down the guys who have won this championship in the past. They're probably still the two most popular riders in the sport. We'll get to them next time. Thanks for watching.